Hello, everybody. This video is about outlining and drafting your Change the World Persuasive Research paper. The final major assignment of this class is your Change the World Persuasive Research paper. It's a Change the World paper because it focuses on some specific way that you want to change the world. It's persuasive because your goal is to persuade your audience that the world should change in the way you propose. And it's a research paper because it requires you to locate information that will help you to make your argument and support your thesis. The structure of this paper brings together several of the different writing styles and strategies we've been practicing in this class. And this video talks you through the structure of the assignment and the process that we're going to use to outline and draft out the paper. As we talked about during the paragraph module, visualizing a piece of writing in terms of its paragraphs is a good place to start thinking about how to organize it. How many paragraphs will your essay have, and what will each paragraph be about? If you can answer these questions, you can start to see a piece of writing take shape even before you write a single sentence. For this essay, the structure specified in the assignment instructions gives you a 5-part outline to follow. It's going to start with an introduction. It's going to have a paragraph of factual information. It's going to have a paragraph that responds to a specific text. It's going to have a narrative section, and it's going to have a conclusion. Furthermore, we have learned that each of these elements has its own substructure. An introduction has an opening strategy, some connective tissue, and a thesis. A factual information paragraph will start with a topic sentence, contain 3 pieces or so of supporting information, and end with a concluding remark. Your response paragraph will start off with an identification of the text that you're responding to and a short summary. It will involve your thoughts about how the text relates to your thesis, and it will end with a concluding remark. And the narrative element, because it's a story, has a beginning, middle, and an end. And then, because it's a persuasive essay, it's important to specify the moral of the story so we know what the point of the story has been. And then finally, your conclusion should have some kind of concluding strategy and end with a final thought. This outline doesn't tell you exactly what you should write in your essay, but it does help you figure out what kinds of things you should be saying in just about every sentence of your 5-paragraph essay. When organized people move from one living space to another, they organize their belongings into labeled boxes so that all their baby clothes go in one box, their silverware goes in another box, etc. Paragraphs are a lot like these boxes. Their topic sentences are the labels, and the content of the paragraph is the relevant supporting information indicated by the label. It is helpful to think of any writing project as a series of empty boxes, and one way of visualizing this strategy is to plot your boxes onto a blank PowerPoint presentation, which is also a series of empty boxes. In this class, you will start off outlining your paper by developing a 5-slide PowerPoint presentation that will allow you to think about what you're going to put in each box of your essay. For each slide of your presentation, use the assignment outline to sketch out some ideas for each of the sections of your persuasive research paper. On the intro slide, you should identify an introductory strategy and your thesis statement. On your factual information slide, identify a topic sentence and 3 pieces of info. On your response slide, identify what text you'll be responding to and what you have to say about it. On your narrative slide, identify the beginning, middle, end, and moral of your story. And then on your conclusion slide, consider drafting out some ideas for your final paragraph. Developing this presentation will give you a chance to plan out each section of your essay, and sharing the presentation with your instructor and classmates can give you a chance to get specific feedback for making changes before you start writing. As you put together your PowerPoint slides, you may discover that the 3 pieces of information you include in your factual information paragraph don't fit together as well as you thought they would. You may discover that you don't have as much to say in response to a certain text as you thought you did, and that there is a different text that you think would work better. You may discover that you don't know enough to tell the story that you want to tell, and that you have to go back and learn more. Your PowerPoint outline is a place to recognize these issues and make changes without having to rewrite something that you've already started drafting out. Once you've developed your PowerPoint outline and thought about how to fill up each of these boxes, it should be easier to figure out how to translate the ideas of your outline into complete sentences and paragraphs. Here are some drafting tips. Take one paragraph at a time. Follow your outline. Set aside time and find a quiet place where you can write without distractions. Turn off your phone and close your email. Commit to sitting down for about an hour for each paragraph that you have to write. Don't get too hung up on precise wording. This is just a draft. You will get feedback and have a chance to revise this draft. Keep your thesis in the front of your mind. Remember that the whole point of everything you write is to make your passionate argument for changing the world in the way you envision. Let every sentence you write be inspired by that ultimate goal. Let's work together to learn from one another, inspire one another, and support each other's dreams of the better tomorrow that we can all achieve when we express our inmost aspirations and empathize with the hopes and dreams of our fellow human beings.